Good morning and welcome everyone. This is Michael Venezia. I'm the head of the Equity Trading Division here at Tradeview Markets. This is Tuesday, June 30th, the morning after, if you will. We had the markets, the U.S. markets, down precipitously following the European markets, and the Asian Shanghai Composite at this point before this morning was down 20%. You have several issues to deal with. Obviously, you have Greece. Puerto Rico popped up now that they're in trouble, for lack of a better term. You have China, which actually the Shanghai rebounded 5% this morning. And from the talk of my trader friends is actually the bounce in China was more important, if you will, than the Greece default. And by the way, that's an opinion. But I'll edify that because early in the morning before the European markets reversed, the Shanghai closed up and our futures reacted to that nicely. They were up 8 to 9 handles before the European markets turned positive. Once the European markets turned positive, the futures then went up an additional 5, 6, 7 handles. Right now they're up 14, 15 handles above fair value. As I said again, the S&P is now negative for the year. The traders, or community, if you will, or the world is now worried about that this might be a trickle-down theory going to either Spain, Portugal, or Italy, but we trade predominantly U.S. equities, and right now we're looking strong, so this is how I'm going to handle it. Here we go. Here's a chart on the SPYs yesterday. Okay. This was what happened on the one-day chart yesterday. We went to 205 down 440. We really didn't take out any key technical levels except the fact that we did bounce off this little bit of a base, but what are we doing today? Okay, there are some stocks out there like TVIX, if you will. This is a reverse short on the market, or a volatility index, if you will. You can see back in October, not even a year ago, this was at 64 when the market took a dip. So let's go back to our charts. If you look at yesterday, the TVIX, when the market started to turn, went from $8 to $9 to $10. A $2 move on an $8 stock, up 33% on 18 million, 5 times what it normally does. I'll give you a couple of these other ones. You can go to UVXY. Another one, another double reverse the traders trade. This stock had a 34% move on 26 million. A couple of stocks in the news today, which is Juno, a high flyer, got some backing, if you will, by Celgene. The stock traded up to 76 pre-market. Now it's trading 63. I'm looking to play that. But the bottom line is you obviously have to keep this news, this geopolitical news, very close to the vest. So with that being said, as you guys know that I'm not a big proponent of timing the markets, as the TVIX, the VIX, and the UVXY are. But right now, TVIX had such a huge range and such good volatility that you have no choice but to play it. So right now, what I'm going to be looking to buy the TVIX is around 877, and I'm also going to be looking at how the European markets close. But the three things I'm playing are Juno, TVIX, and the VIX. But I'm also going to lay heavily into stocks that were down in sympathy with Greece, which are the insurers. So let's look at AGO. Obviously, the stock had a big problem. It normally does 4 million to 12 million. The last 4 days went from 30 to 23, had a little bit of a bounce. So I'll be looking to short this AGO around 24.63. If it does break the 200-day again here, or doesn't hold it, I'm definitely looking to short more. I'm also looking to short MBI, another insurer. Breaking year lows on tremendous volume. I know it's down precipitously, but you know what? The stock is in play, and this is something I'm definitely looking at. It didn't have that big of a range. It's a nice, thick stock. We can really get juicy in it. Your price and your entry points are a little bit less forgiving because it's a small stock, so you have to really have your timing out correctly. So, you know, with that being said, let's see what happens with the European close. I'll be playing Juno. I'll be playing the normal stocks in play. I've been playing Fitbit. I'll be playing Facebook. I'll be looking at the oil sector, which is, you know, continuously weak and broke out of that $62 to $58 range. So once again, if you want to make a quick trade on the open, that's fine. You want to play a market, great. I gave a couple of good ones yesterday morning. But as always, please keep things close to the vest. So let's play TVIX, let's play Fitbit, let's look at crude, let's look at Juno, and let's look how the market leaders act into this. Let's look at Apple. Let's look how this Ambarella is doing, AMBA. So until then, everybody, please trade well. Do your homework, and I'll have another update tomorrow morning. There's a lot of volatility, so please cut your losers and try to hold on to new winners, everybody. Good luck today.